Yes. So guys, the plan is like we'll set up a React.js application, okay, and then we'll connect with our local systems. How we are going to connect with because developer should or tester or anyone will be do from the local system. So how we are committing file from local system to the server version control. It could be in Git or Azure repo. And once this thing is done, then we'll merge the code in our branches. Okay. Afterwards, we will create self-hosted agent. So agent will be created of two types. One is like Azure provided agent. Another one is we can create using the self-hosted agent. So this is also done. We have to do, and then we have to establish connection for like an Azure account to Azure DevOps. Both are different entity in this level because this is the separate portal and Azure account is a different one. Okay, and then this thing is done, then we will create one static web application in Azure cloud. Okay, then if setup is everything is okay, then we have code present in our applications. Then what I'm going to do, I will create YML pipeline. Okay, then we'll do the deployment. So once this thing is done, so this is a higher level, just I'm giving you overview. So here then we'll do like Azure cloud testing, or we can testing or load testing. So this will do in Azure cloud itself. Okay, so using the JMeter or using the Playwright. Okay, so before this one, we need to do in our local system. So I'm going to explain guys here from very simple, I have already created one virtual machine in my system. So guys, for your kind of confirmation, I have just created these virtual machines, and you can see in programs file, I have nothing in my systems. Okay, so for this one, I need to download the softwares. The software I have, which softwares I have to download for here. So let me tell you the software I have to download. So I have to download the Git. Okay, for the setup for doing the Git one version control. And if you are connecting from GitHub, if you are connecting from Azure repos, so behind the scenes, GitHub will be work. Okay, and for running applications, we need the Node.js dependency for React.js. Okay, and for how the code we will be look like. Okay, to the check the applications will be have like VS code, and then we will clone the applications in our one, and then we'll commit the code. So I'm starting from here itself, so it's very basic. I'm starting, so even if you know the English language, then you will be understand very easily. Okay, so please focus it here only for 40. I'm asking only for 45 minutes of you guys, then everything will be hands-on. Okay, so I'm starting here. So the initial start from the Git. So right now I didn't have anything, so I'm just closing this one. I'm going to my browser. So guys, if you have to type for git dash scm, so you will be see here depends on like it's your systems. Maybe you're using Mac, so you have to click on Mac, or I'm using the Windows, so I'm clicking here Windows one. Okay, and then here is like a setup for I have to download, so I'm clicking here. So this is the setup I'm downloading in this level. Okay, and it's done. So it's pretty simple, but sometimes if you have basic thing, then it will be good. So I'm just have to check your path, which path you are going to install, or should we continue with the default setting. So here, now, next, 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 next. Just yeah, it's installing. Okay, and then I need also download. VS Code for the Windows. So I'm clicking it here. Then Visual Studio Code for this one. We can check anything. Okay. And code.visual studio. Okay. It's a finish. So this setup is done. I'm going to here. So it will, once the download is done, then it will start the show this file. So if you wanted to like read about Git, so you can read here. And we have installed this latest version 2.5, this version 5.51. Okay. So I have downloaded this one, then the VS Code. Okay, guys. So here you have to be very careful if you are using which kind of system. So you have to see and then just click it here. I'm done in the VS Code. I'm clicking it here. So click here, accept agreement. Okay. Then check the path. Next, next. Then if you wanted to create desktop icons, just click here and it's installing, doing the setup in local systems. And then we need Node.js applications. Okay. So till now we have installed Git, VS Code, and we need Node.js for this one. Okay. So I'm installing here Node.js. So everything I'm doing hands-on here. So if you anything have doubt, just like be hold and note down. So will be clear. End of the class. Okay. So this is a finish. VS Code also finish setup. Yes. So let me do, yeah, cancel here and downloading the Node.js. So here like it depends on you. Suppose you are using the Docker file, or suppose you are using like npm package or for Windows, or you have to select yours. So all kinds of versions. So this is the version like a 22 version is currently we are using. So always remember the version as well, as because sometimes interview question will ask like which version you have recently used or which version you have used. Yes, so preparing for the installations. Next, accept, next. Yeah, this is also finished. Okay. And till here we just download it, and let me check in the PowerShell first of all, or VS Code. So if you wanted to check if it's done or not, so just like go to PowerShell or CMD, or I'm just searching here itself Visual Studio Code. So it's open it here. Maybe you guys are new, or may okay. So that's the reason I'm doing for Scratch itself. So just I'm just maximizing this one. Mhm. Okay, then wait a second. Then click here terminals. Okay, so click on new terminal. So I've just open my VS Code. I'm going to terminal, new terminal. This is the PowerShell. I'm just checking maybe Git has installed or not. So if installation is done, then just type Git. So you will be get all kinds of this one if you wanted to check or need anything. So this one, and then also I have installed the node. Okay. So I'm just checking the node is there or not. So node 2022, I have done it here. Okay. To verify, we have so many ways, but this is the simplest way I'm doing this one. So this VS Code is very powerful. Even you can connect from here Copilot, and you can make the commands and you can use. Okay, and you can connect with all it support all kinds of projects, including like .NET, Python, Java, and others as well as, and Java, but mostly people use for Python and JavaScript related the framework for this one. But others also, like I using from last 9 to 10 years the VS Code itself. Okay, so this is the setup is done. Let me just minimize. So guys, till here, anything is or any doubt or anything, or all guys you fine with this one? Okay, I think fine. Everyone is just I'm just turn on my camera. Would make more sense for me. Any comments? Okay, screen is on there. It seems working fine for me. Okay, great. Thanks. Yeah. So here, so this is my Azure cloud. Okay, so this is my Azure account. I was just to create my virtual machines, and this is the Azure portals we are going to work at here. Okay, so last time till I was created the branch. Okay, but here itself again I'm going to do the branch, create the default branch. So whenever you are creating the new projects, so if you come on the branches, so the branch will be look like this one. So there is no branches. Okay, so you have to initialize here. So here, go down, click on initialize. So it's going to create the main branch. Okay, so for the time being I'm not creating anything. I'm just like click here in the main. Okay, and this is the clone one. But before that I want one project in my local systems, or I can just make the clone it here itself. Let me clone first application. So from here, just see, okay, whenever we are connecting with version control Azure repo from here portal to local system, so we are doing only this is the only like so many methods is there, but this is the simplest one I'm explaining you guys. So click here, I'm clicking, I just copy, and then going to my this one, and then I'm going to my terminal, new terminal. So here we have PowerShell, right? So I'm opening my PowerShell terminal. Hope everyone can see this one. Okay, so here git clone. So git clone here I'm doing. Maybe it will ask my credential for the login related. So I have to pass my username and password for this one. Yeah, Azure account. Seems to be. Yes, loading maybe. What's happened here at this point? You couldn't see anything. Okay. Okay, yeah. So here, pass your proper email ID, and Azure will be play sometimes here. Okay, so it will. I'm very trouble with Azure at this moment while the time of login, because it's ask the puzzle. If I'm lucky, I won't be get the puzzle, but 100% I will be get puzzle. No, I didn't get anything. Okay, clone. Okay, yeah, I think didn't ask. Okay, so now you guys can see I have done the clone at this location, AZ admin. Okay, so let me open the folder. So whenever you are doing the cloning, make sure the locations. Okay, so this is the your locations. Okay, see users as the admin. It's my location. Maybe your system will be totally different. Okay, so I am going to click on open folder. Then we have location for C users. So I'm going to my C drive. Then user as the admin. Then Azure Academy. Then I select it because okay, yes, I trust this one. So I can see only
with the text box and
okay, okay,
submit
okay, okay,
button.
okay. Let's download this one. So I'm downloading the zip file. So we have to unzip and just copy your code, okay? Because this is the for learning purpose we are doing. In actual, you will be get the same code while the time you are doing the cloning, okay? So you no need to do copy and paste. But for our learning perspective, I'm going to do this only, okay? Replace here. Then let me go to my here. So this is the code I have downloaded. Even I don't know like what kind of a code is here. So don't worry. Just going to terminal and first of all check the path if you are in same path or not. So this is the path should be the same. Okay. Then we have to check like for dependency related. We have to install the dependency, the package.json, whatever is there. So being a DevOps engineer, we won't be check overall the projects. We will see only the package.json or in the like .NET related the different file was there, and in the Maven file like DOM file was there. So likewise we will do. Okay, so here I'm doing like npm. So only one command will be install all the dependencies for this one. Okay. So it's installing the dependencies at this moment. So you can see like a node underscore modules one folder has created. Before that it was not here. Okay, it is happening. Check that. It's good. So it's installing the all the dependencies. So maybe sometimes you have to be very careful. Okay, so people what they will do the mistakes, but the interview question will people will be asked to you guys. Okay, so be careful. The question will be asked at here. Like suppose one developer is working Node.js like a 22 version and one developer is working like 20. Okay, because they have different system they are working, and one developers or testers it was working fine, for another one is not working. So to avoid the version dependency we will create Docker image for the package installation. So we will have like in our queue, so we'll do in like maybe upcoming sessions. So for this one dependency installation is done. Yeah, start. So it will start. We have to run command npm start. Yes, so here you can see, yeah, so this is the alpha. So finally I have like created the projects and it's published at this point. Okay, so now here what I have to do, here I'm using the locals this server. Okay, so instead of local server I have to deploy on Azure portal. So for this one we have to follow the process. So developer, what developer will do, he will commit the code from here. Okay, so now we have to commit this code in our there in the Azure repo. So for this one, I need to for wait a second, like dependency, everything is set up here. Yes. So guys, we have done the dependency. Okay, done the Node.js installation, done the VS Code, and clone this one. Okay, but we have to commit this code. Okay, so for committing the code, we need to this command it here. Okay, so for this one, like while the time you are committing first time, so you have to add your username and password for to commit. So I'm just taking from here. I'll put all these commands. Okay, this one. So I'm going to my local system. Then here I'm just checking like git status. So guys, git status will be used for check like how it will be show like tracking for you, like how many changes it's happen in current version. So I'm seeing like you can see this is the red color will be show it's updation is happen or recently added. Okay, this is the untracked file like we didn't add it. For this one I need to first like add my user dot name, then it was Gopal, then I need to add my email. So let's get the gmail.com. Yes. So guys, for here we have done the configure our user like for who is going to commit the code and who will be the owner for local systems. Okay, so for this one I added this one, and because while the time we are doing any commit, so in commit message it will show the username and email. Okay, and here I'm going to like see the git add. If you wanted to add all files, okay, so just git add and click the dot. Okay, then enter. So it will be add all your files. If you wanted to see like what is the status for this one, like we added, so it's a show like after adding it will show like we added, this is the file recently added, and we are going to commit here, commit message dash m, then commit project. Okay, and then I have to here then I think what would be the next command for this one, I need to check git push commits. Okay, till here we have done the edit commit, so this git status. Okay, so now you can see like if you change then it will show like git push where you wanted to push origin main. So I'm going to do it git push, okay, main branch. Hope everything will be work fine. Then okay, finally. So now you can see this is the commit message, okay, commit ID, and we are committing from main branch to main branch because in local system I didn't created any new branch. So you can see this is the main branch. It's connected with this Azure. I'm hovering. You can see like Azure Cloud Academy Git main checkout main tag. Okay. So now it's a commit to this locations. Okay. So our code has published in this location. So I'm going to the particular one location. And here you can see we have this only one file, but let me refresh. Yeah. So For refreshing, we have like all the changes at this level. So guys, till here, I am 100% sure you guys are with me, and please watch the screen. Okay, so till here what we have done, we have, yes, like here. So till here what we have done, yeah, we have created our git install git node vs code and local clone. Then I have just published Azure repo. Okay, so till here I hope you guys are fine. Okay, so afterwards, for we have to like publishing the code. Till here we are good. Then my goal is to deploy the next step. I'm just taking like the next step I'm going to take here is like sixth one, uh, deploy web app. Okay, or maybe static, but it should be static web application. Okay, so for this one we have to follow so many steps. Okay, so for first of all, we need one agent to install in my local system. Okay, so install agent for running our code. See, whatever I have done in my local system now, like downloading the git, downloading the node.js, downloading this like the two software and then VS Code to view the code, but for like a node.js installation and running this one. So the same thing it will happen in the YML level. Okay, so install git, then make connections with maybe connect with Azure Cloud. Okay, then how we are going to connect here? So we will going to create one service principal in this point. So guys, this work also it's very important for individually and connecting with service principal. This is also main important. So everything will do, and then we will create the create static web app Azure Cloud. Azure Cloud. Okay. Yes. So guys, this step is done. I'm saying like we are done. Okay. And we are at here in progress. Okay. So I'm taking first of all this one. Okay. So I'm going to create one static web app. Okay. At here, I'm going to my, because I wanted to deploy the same application, which one is running in the local system, right? The same application I wanted to see at this portal level, the same application running, right? So instead of I wanted to see like Azure Cloud Academy .com likewise, so it will be load my application. So my goal is this one. So I'm going my, this is my Azure DevOps, and I'm coming at here. Okay, so I'm going to, we have to search here the static web app. Okay, so in the static web app you have to click. Then for the time being I didn't have anything, so I'm going to create fresh one. So here, guys, whenever you are creating any resources, so first of all, you have to select the subscriptions. Okay, subscriptions in the sense like one subscription will be work with multiple of projects, or this topic will be cover. I will in separate. Okay, subscription and what is the resource group and why we are going to use the region. Okay, so everything will be, and hosting plan, everything will be covered in the separate one, because it's uh, just for uh, our aim is to deploy the applications because we need the space to deploy, right? So for this one you're doing, but don't worry, I will explain each and everything one by one. Okay. So I need one resource group. So whenever you are creating any resources, so Azure we have to create one subscriptions. Okay. Then we need one resource group. So suppose you are creating one project, so some we will like Azure or expertise or best practices is say like we should have everything in single resource group, means logically will be there everything inside, and all the resource group will be connected to subscriptions. So one subscription has multiple of resource group, and before the subscriptions we have like tenant. So one tenant has like they have like a big organization, multi-tenant, then multi-subscriptions, then multi-resource group. Likewise there, I'm at here, I'm going to create like mm, tell me date empty resource group. Okay, then okay, then I'm going to, this is the region has global selected. Okay, and if it's available, then sometime it will be some people because it's using the checking the globally, so sometime it will be show error, so just to change the name I'm taking the same. Or we have like a free or like a standard one. So mostly in the production related, like in the companies we will use like this standard one, so I'm taking the same. And for here like deployment we have two ways, or another one is others, like one is GitHub. So which uh, accounts we are providing. So we are using the Azure DevOps, right? So now it's using the Azure DevOps. So let me check like our organization, which one have we, like ZX Technologies, and we have Azure Cloud Academy. Yes, ZX Technology, it will be list here. Azure Cloud Academy. It will show our repository. What's our repository name? Okay. Then branch. So here we can see like the main branch we have code, right? So I'm just selected here, and build present we have React application. So guys, be careful. Okay, so like what kind of applications we are going to, like a build means suppose it will provide the dependency internally. Okay, you can see here, you can read more in this one. I'm selecting the React one. Then app locations. Okay, API connections, then build. Let me check in the local system what was there. .js. Okay, it's a default one SRC. No need to make anything. Okay, so we will go with the default setting. Okay, then next. So here like we will use like a deployment authorization policy. So we are taking the same one. Which one is it? We have like a default, and in the advanced like Azure functions and staging details. So here like we are using the location. So Azure functions, why we are using, because it will provide the executions, and sometimes we need to connect the with APIs. So for this one we will use because sometimes we will have backend in the Azure functions like a serverless architecture. So we use this one. So that's reason it's connecting here, and we are using the location. So we have like this is the location available for here currently, and we are not going to use enterprise upgrade. Then this is the tag. So sometimes like we need the tag, right? For cost optimization related, like suppose some people has created multiple of the things, but with like no one has identified and why we created. So likewise we'll create like first to say like uh, development development environment. It's we have like dev, and then we are using like for owner we are using like Gopal. So likewise we can create. Okay, then here review and create. So here you can see all those details will be loaded. Suppose if there is no it's checking the validations, there is no error, then you are good to go for create. Okay. So guys, it's a creating. What was the issues happening? You personal set open, I think open yep. Others deployment DevOps app on the following instruction deploy. Okay, sometimes better if we are getting the error means we are in the right track, I believe. If not, then I will avoid this one, like branching strategy at here. Like I will select the others. Okay, so it won't be show at the moment. Yeah, I will check the error because first time we are getting the error. I'm also getting. Yeah, even create. So for the time being, I'm just checking like instead of connecting with Azure DevOps at the moment, I'm just creating this. It should be up and running. My goal is to, and then we'll continue. Yeah, maybe some settings I'm missing it here. Yeah, so it's okay. It's started initialization, creating deployment. So we have many ways to connect. First is like with GitHub directly we can connect from here, and second one is we can connect with our Azure repo, or we will connect with our local system. Others they have many options. Okay, so guys, this is the static web app page. Okay, so here you can see all those details like what kind of which locations it's in global locations, and I hope everyone can check this one. Maybe let me check it's up and running or not. So we have to first of all verify. Yeah, so this is the web app. This is the like a demo application they've provided. Okay, instead of demo we are going to deploy our, this is the application. My goal is to deploy these applications at them after this one. Okay, so I'm wanted to check. Please, anyone just to confirm, like it's accessible, right, in a other region? Because I created in this region only. It's a global region. Yeah, there is no, just to confirm in Europe. Yes, and anywhere just to check, like maybe in India, Nigeria, UK, France. Also, you can check. You can access, right?
Yes, I have access.
Okay, okay,
After I
great,
need
great.
to go to install static web app CLI
Yes, yes, yes,
through
yes.
the CLI.
Yes, yes. Will. Okay, so okay, so guys, this thing also had done static web app applications. Okay, then now I need to create one agent. Okay, for a deployment related, and I need to create one service principal. Okay, so for this one service principal related, let me go to Azure portal, because important one here. So for service principal, where should I go? Okay, in the agents project level. Yeah, so guys, I have already created this agent in for me, but whenever you are creating the first time, so you have to fill one form for getting this agent, and it will be up and running 24 hours. You will be get. Okay, so this is the one you have to C. Okay, and another one is we have like another agent should be created at this project level, in this organization level. Agent project. So now from here, like suppose sometimes why I'm explaining this concept, because sometimes we will use the Azure provided agent. So maybe you have like 10 or 20 your application is running, okay, but some situations you have to run like maybe 10 projects, 20 projects at a time running. So for this one you need to run your separate you won't be get the same any like run the concurrent pipelines. And second thing is, suppose you are running with some sensitive information or sensitive code like bank related, or like maybe in like in Europe location. So you have to like install your agent itself. Like so you have like we have this Microsoft managed agent and self-hosted. So always I created like this self-hosted agent. Okay, and then we can make the connections. So for this one I will also create here, okay, or we can use the same one. So there is two options. So for the time being, I'm going to use the same one for this one. Okay, this is the agent I'm going to create, but I will show the path how it will be look like. Add self-hosted. Just put here like put the name which one you are using. Yes, the agent, right? I'm using this agent, the name I'm creating, or if you wanted to say any, it will be for all project, it will be available. So it's default, it will select. Okay. Then you can see the name I created. Then here is the agent pool. Okay. For here, you need to select like suppose you are going to set up the Windows or you want to Linux or Mac. Okay. So this thing you have to be do in your local systems. Okay, guys. For this one we need to follow the steps, like this is the step is there. Okay, so this is the step you need to follow. And for this one we need the pet token. So for the pet token you go with your Azure account, and from here itself you will get like your user setting. In the user setting you will be get like a personal access token. So this one thing will be required for set up this agent. Okay, so I am not going to do right away this one. And if you guys do with this one, and then if tomorrow we can do for this self-hosted agent, I will start from here itself. Okay, I don't want to use the Azure related because I will show you both, like so it will be more useful for you to say in interviews. Okay, then we need connections. Agent pool we have done, and other thing we didn't have done. Security permissions, intra ID connections, no need anything. Okay. Project global notification extensions. Okay, this is the project I'm going to do ZX1. I need to select the project, the cloud academy. Okay. Here, like this is your project setting. You can make any changes. Okay. Make sure the project should be private, not to public. And then here we have like all kinds of agent related settings. We should make it here. Okay, and then here I need to connect with Azure account. So I'm clicking it here. So this is the service connections. Okay. So here, how we are going to do from here. See, this is the dev.azure.com, and you can see this is the portal.azure.com. So both are different. Both are not same. Okay. But it's a part of this one only. Azure Cloud itself. So what I'm going to do here, come to here in the settings. Okay. Like go to your organization. So let me start from basics, so it will be more easy for you guys. So go to your project, then go to project settings. We have service connections. Okay. Then you can see help manage your product and reuse authentication internal services. So for this one, we are not going to use username as password. We will set up one time password-less authentication. So many times interview will ask like how you are going to connect with your Azure DevOps to for here. So we have like so many ways to connect. Okay. So Azure Resource Manager, Azure Service Bus, or like it's thousands of, we can say like learn more if you wanted to say. Then I'm going to select this one. So mostly people use like this one. Okay, if you wanted to connect with Azure Docker Hub, you can use this one. But now the time we are using Azure Resource Manager. Then click on next. Okay, so here we can see workload identity federations. First, like app registration. So this is the app registration is happening at the moment. Wait, let me just close, otherwise, yeah. So how it will be connect from here to there? Let me show you. It will be, because more than deployment, configuration is more important. And right. Okay, so you have to initially it will say identity. Okay, identity access management, and afterwards like they mention different name, but now Azure is saying like it's intra ID. Okay, part of the Microsoft intra ID. So you have to click this intra ID. Then user management and everything, all the access, like this is the admin level access we can create. Like if you wanted to in your account, you wanted to create users, you wanted to create any members or group, so you can create here. But we are going to do for app registration. App registration means why it will happen, because we are not going to do with username and password. Okay, one time setup we need, but afterwards it will be like a passwordless authentication we need to do. So it will be reflect here itself. Okay, so for this three I used, but now it's a new account for me. It's too older, but yeah, let me create app registration. So we have so many options yet here. Okay, so it will be automatically, or sometimes if you wanted to go manual, but I recommend use the automatic for this one initial purpose, then you can do. Then workload identity federations, we select this one. Then scope level. So see, suppose you want to allow this deployment in like one subscription has multiple of the resource group, or you wanted to allow only for one resource group level, or any like any workspace level. Okay, so we are going to provide in the top level. Then this is my subscription ID. Then which resource group I am going to deploy. So it will be load here. Sometimes it takes some times to load the resource group. Wait, refresh, because sometimes Azure has issue, or sometimes we had a browser issue, so we'll be face many times this kind of issue. So Azure RM, it's loading it here. Yeah, okay. Only this reason it was making some call. So guys, this is the important. because it's a one-time authentication we have to provide at this point. I'm hoping it won't be give me anything surprise or any code or something. Yeah, it's happened now. Everything is listing it here. So see, we created our applications in this resource group. Okay, so let me see which one resource group we are using. Duplicate tab. Yes, it's loading. Static Web Apps, Azure Cloud Academy. Yeah, this is the one. This is the resource group I have, right? Azure Cloud Academy, RG, then service connection name. So I'm just saying Azure Connect. Optional description we can put here like the same one, or grant access for all the pipelines. So suppose we have like 100 pipeline or 20 or maybe 200 pipeline. So if you allow here, otherwise whenever you are creating each one, so that time it will ask the permissions. So for the time being, I'm selecting all. So it will internally, let me copy this name. Okay. So internally, it will create, if everything will be looks good, then it will create service connections. Okay. So let me go to my here, refresh. Just refresh all applications. Then its own application. Why it's not loading? We didn't create any enterprise application, right? Maybe I need to click manage app registration. Yeah, it will be redirected to my which authorization we created internally. Yeah, it's created with this name, guys. I was searching with because it's a taken. Likewise, it will create. Okay. So the name is looks like this. Let me check here. Yeah, this is the name it's created. So here we have all kinds of control at this moment. Like we can see like what's happening at the moment. And suppose we wanted to provide any role. Okay. And suppose in your team has a uh, some new people has onboarded like DevOps engineer or some developers. So for this one also you can provide the ownership at this moment. Okay. And the role, what kind of role we wanted to create role for this one, like a user or groups application level role, or what kind of role we wanted to provide, so we can provide it at this level. So for till here, guys, what I have done, let me one more time memorize. We have used the same agent. For this one I will send the link to create how to create your agent. You will be see at this moment. Okay, so this is the done. Then service principal also we have created, and this is the static web also we have done. Okay, tomorrow everything will be combined. Okay, and I will create one CI/CD pipeline at the moment here. This is the pipeline. So from here onwards we are going to start. Okay, so now let me give some very basics from here. I think we are running the time, so maybe tomorrow itself we will start. Guys, if you're ready, then we can take 10 minutes more. Hello, guys. Can you confirm?
Just Gopal, if you can go back to registration, app registration, please.
Okay. In the DevOps one?
Interface,
DevOps or here?
in the portal.
Okay, yeah, I'm it here. Yes.
Yes. So here, you see supported account types, my organization only.
Mhm.
This is by default, right? So
Yes.
normally all accounts